Colleagues, when we take the income tax rate to 3.7%, it will be the lowest our income tax rate has been in the last 103 years since we first enacted the income tax in this state in 1928. And that is something to be proud of, because by lowering taxes, we are giving workers a pay raise, letting them keep more of each paycheck, putting their hard-earned tax dollars back in their pocket, not just a few at the top, like you just heard, for 1.1 million Arkansas taxpayers. You can look at the fiscal note and see that number. With gas prices and grocery prices on the rise, putting money back in the pockets of hardworking Arkansas families helps them deal with high costs and affordability. It also makes Arkansas more economically competitive with other states as we incentivize work and productivity, as we continue seeking to attract high-quality, good-paying jobs to our state with the best possible business climate. If it sounds like we've had this debate before, it's because we have. This is the same debate that happens every time we take another step in this process of lowering our income taxes to become more economically competitive. Yesterday, we heard a whole lot about fully funding this or fully funding that. It's a really convenient argument for the opposition to make, because they never define what fully funded means. It's just some nebulous term that keeps getting thrown out there. I guarantee you, if we doubled the budget tomorrow, they would still find things that they say are not, quote, fully funded. It's just a continuation of moving the goalposts. It's a purposefully elusive target. The truth is, we've invested in tons of key priorities, whether it's highways and infrastructure, taking teacher pay from bottom 5 in the country to top 5 in the country, paid maternity leave for the first time ever, education spending at record levels. This past session, healthy moms, healthy babies, free breakfast for public school students. There is a long, long list. Does that mean we have solved every problem? No, of course not. Everyone knows that. Every state in America has problems. And you know what? A lot of the states that are not cutting taxes like we're doing, they have just as many, if not more, problems than we have here in Arkansas. If you don't believe me, just look at Minnesota. Good grief. The idea that more spending is going to solve all of our problems is ridiculous. All of the things that we want to spend money on, many of the things that were just mentioned, by the way, I don't remember seeing a bunch of budget amendments to solve the problems that were just mentioned. All of the things that we want to spend more money on, the only way we can do that is if we keep incentivizing work, keep attracting new movers, and creating an environment where businesses large and small can continue to start, grow jobs, expand, hire new workers, and grow our tax base. Instead of saying we need to fully fund this or fully fund that, it would be a whole lot more honest if they just said exactly how much more they want working families to pay in taxes. Because if you add up the cumulative total for a typical family in Arkansas, just take, for example, a husband and wife, both on a starting teacher salary, the cumulative total of all these savings in income tax cuts since 2013 is around $2,000 per year. And then you add up what we've done with the homestead tax credit, adding $350 a year in savings, the grocery tax savings from eliminating that, and then you add on the savings from the Trump tax cuts, which for a typical family is around $2,900. You're looking at over $5,000 in annual savings back into the pockets of families. So if you want families to pay more, just be honest and tell them how much more they need to be paying. Tell them you want them to pay $2,000 a year more. Tell them you want them to pay $4,000 a year more or $5,000 a year more. This is not some irresponsible or unsustainable tax cut. This is 0.2%. It is the latest measured and responsible step in a long list of measured and responsible income tax reductions. And it is making our state more economically competitive while we continue to strike the right balance between economic growth and funding key priorities. So I'd encourage you to be a yes vote.